Welcome, everyone. I am Mark, and this is By Divine Design. We're going to experience a healing transmission and meditation as usual today. Okay, so yeah, let's begin. This is a transmission of divine love consciousness that's always for your highest good and the highest good of all. As I channel this transmission to each and every one of us, the energies themselves are doing the work. The energies come into you and meditate you. And I do my best to put words to those energies, to what the transmission is doing, to help you track it a little more easily. So all you need to do is relax. Notice what you notice as you relax. So notice what you notice. What does that mean? Well, it's anything and everything arising in consciousness. It can be thoughts, it can be images, it can be emotions, it can be sensations. Some of those sensations might be more pleasurable, some might be more painful or aggravating or uncomfortable. You just want to welcome whatever is coming into your experience. But most especially, you want to stay in touch with your physical sensations. Because that's the primary focus of the transmission. It's to change you at every level of your being and energy system, all the way down into the density of your physical human body. To release old cellular memories and fill each cell with this light, truth, and love. And every one of us can feel that, can know that tangibly within our own bodies. Now, some of us are more practiced in it than others, but it's a skill that you can learn just by paying attention. So you're invited to just remain aware, especially of the physical sensations. And depending on your skill level, you might be more sensitive to these energies, you might be less sensitive, but generally everyone can eventually feel like a sense of relaxation, of letting go, the mind perhaps becoming quieter or fading a bit more into the background. So as this divine love consciousness is enveloping you and your body and your system, it's helping to calm you down, to clear the surface thoughts and feelings away that are just noise at this point, not useful. And now there's a larger wave of divine love coming into you, into your system, cleansing, releasing that which no longer serves you, opening up the easily accessible stuck places in your system. the ones that can clear away relatively easily, quickly, smoothly. The vaster context is here. These are beings from another like another, they're higher dimensional beings from another framework that are helping us to move from being third dimensional beings to fifth dimensional beings. You might be able to feel that shift that they are inducing. They look at your patterns, the patterns of your energy at each level of your system, and the patterns of your other lifetimes, and the patterns of your ancestral lineage. And they make these patterns more beautiful, more refined, more coherent. More blissful. Just notice if you are able to feel in your physical body, even like the most subtle bliss coming in, or maybe not so subtle. Bliss often appears with a sense of goosebumps or a sparkly, effervescent energy lightly dancing over your skin. But for some, it comes in more as a quietness. Just notice however it's coming in for you. As the vaster context is bringing more order, more health to your overall energy system. Your energy system is your physical body, emotional body, mental body, light bodies, all the way out to your infinite divine being. It's the full spectrum of who and what you truly are, while here in a human body. Quieting the mind now, there's a bit more focus on the mind. Dissolving the mechanisms in your mind that create the noisy, random thoughts. These are usually old fear-based mechanisms created by the ego as you were growing up. Little alarm systems that go off or begin to loop when they get triggered by certain thoughts or feelings or experiences. They're just not really needed. They're not really providing useful information. They might have at one point. Yeah, would you be willing to just let those go? Let yourself see and know the truth directly in the moment. That includes how to act if action is needed. It allows you to just let go and be in the quiet if no action is needed. If no thinking is needed in that moment. Would you be willing to explore needing to think as just it's an old tendency, needing to think your way out of things, needing to figure things out, needing to think at all in order to live. What if you could live your life perfectly well, better than ever, without ever actually having a thought? Would you allow yourself to realize that is a actual possibility? A God-realized being functions without a mind, except to the extent that he or she uses it as a tool to communicate. Otherwise, it can just be left dormant. That option is available to all of us. Now, another thing a God-realized being can do is they can instantly correct their body. Let's say they bang their foot and it's in pain. With just the lightest of thought, they could say, everything is perfect. And that thought has divine will behind it. And instantly the body is perfect again. There's no pain, there's no swelling, nothing. Or instead of going to a dentist, a God-realized being could just say again, my teeth are perfect. Doesn't even have to visualize it. That's actually would require coming down to a lower vibration. It's just a pure, instantaneous, light and easy thought. My mouth's perfect. And it manifests. And some God-realized beings do that and even live that way for years. They don't actually need to eat, sleep, or drink. And maybe if they're living off on their own, they simply don't eat, sleep, or drink. But a lot of God-realized beings at some point find it their mission to interact with humans who have not achieved this level of divine beingness. And to appear more normal to those people, they'll assume these habits again of eating and drinking and at least pretending to sleep, even though they're actually not going into a state of sleep, they're just going into a more deepened consciousness while their body's quiet. So out of their compassion for those they're teaching, they'll live lives that appear more normal. And as part of that, they often quit fixing or healing their bodies. Because again, they might be living in a moment-to-moment way at such a vibration where they simply know they are not the body, and whatever's going on in the body just doesn't bother them whatsoever. It's there, it's in the background, if something's in pain, if something's diseased, but they just don't care anymore. At a certain point, many God-realized beings quit correcting the body and just let whatever karma is still alive in that body to play out. They don't override it anymore. So this is part of the map. We're presenting to you where all this can lead. But now let's pull back to where most of us are living here now. What options we have. So of course the highest is what I just described. I am not the body. I don't really care what's happening in the body. If I find myself at the doctor being examined, then that must be perfect. If I never see a doctor for years and have no motivation to see a doctor, that must be perfect. Then you come down some to where you can use if you're conscious enough that you can instantaneously correct the body with just the lightest of thought, and your infinite divine being, that creative, all-powerful being correcting the body, then sure, do that. But if you're not at that level, there's a level where you can visualize, and it's a slower process, but you keep visualizing over and over and over that your body's healthy, that you're abundant and wealthy, that this and that. If you have a desire to play at that level and build that skill, you can get to where you're manifesting full health, full wealth, full happiness. Well, not full happiness, but much happier life through emotional, mental techniques that you can apply yourself to. And if you're not at that level where you are able to do that and you're practicing that, then you're down at the physical level. That means actually going to see a doctor, going to see a dentist, getting a job, making money, like being honest with yourself. If that's the level you're living at, then you need to take care of things at that level. You can't imagine that you're already God realized and you can just correct the body if you can't actually do that. I mean, you can play with imagining that and that might get you closer to it. But the proof is in the pudding, as they say, the results. If you can't get tangible results at these higher levels, and you know you're sick, you know there's something going on that should be checked out, well, I would get myself to a doctor. I would use the tools I have available. If that's the level I'm still consciously functioning at, I would do that. And then maybe continue exploring emotional mental techniques or pure causal techniques in the higher mental or pure spiritual techniques. Like, you can practice with all that. You can keep exploring that. You can keep doing this kind of work with the transmission that keeps clearing out what's preventing you from simply knowing that is true and something you're able to manifest. But along the way, I would go see a doctor or whatever it is. If you have no money, get a job. You know, if you have no money and you're not able to manifest money through these higher level techniques, then just get a job. Just get your basic needs taken care of. And continue to do the practices that could lift you into a better job or a different source of income. Okay, so that was a lot of like intellectual mapping it out, intellectual information. We're stepping back, looking at your overall energy system, seeing what is stimulated for you. Yeah, there's a lot going on there in your system. Okay, the vaster context is still here, still supporting, helping you to become more conscious of the patterns within your energy system, especially around this topic. Yeah, part of what's being highlighted is so we can identify moment to moment at any one of these levels that I was describing. So if you really believe you're just a body, you're just this mind, body, emotions, and that's the level you're functioning at primarily. You might have momentary experiences where you see that you are actually not your thoughts, or you see you're not this emotion that's raging through your body in this moment. Like, you might have moments where the gap is there and you realize, wait a minute, I'm the one aware of this body. I'm the one aware of these thoughts and feelings. They are not me. They are here within me, but somehow I am more than this. So there's that level of identification, and then all the way up the ladder of divine love consciousness, you can become more identified with your overflowing loving heart. You can become more identified with infinite divine being. And at some point, you can become fully identified with God realized being. But even if you're able to touch into, like, I am infinite divine being and have a direct experience of that, is that what you're living most of your day? Or is it something you are able to experience only during a meditation? So all of these are accessible in any moment. But when you're making decisions about your life, you have to be honest with yourself about, but what level am I living at primarily? Am I really experiencing myself as this is me, this body, this mind, this thought, this emotion, this is me? Except maybe when I'm doing a transmission and I kind of loosen from that. But after the transmission, I open my eyes and I come back to believing this is my reality. It's this. Or am I going through the bulk of my day as infinite divine being, everywhere present always? Where the experience is this body is walking around within me, within this infinite being I am. I'm aware of this body and its movement and its actions. But I'm not this body. I'm not even located in this body. It's located in me, in this vast consciousness that I am. If you're living your day at that level, with that level of identification, if that's become your primary experience of your own infinite divine being, including your human life, your human character, well, that opens many other doors and possibilities. Where you begin to realize everything in your life is an outpicturing of whatever you hold in your mind. So if I want more wealth, I have to make sure there's no part of my unconscious mind holding poverty, thoughts of poverty. And when you're functioning from infinite divine being, everywhere present always, it's much easier to look into your unconscious, pull those opposing wealth or health to the surface, clear them, and each time you do that, you become more radiant, more attractive to that which you know yourself to truly be. So let's take you deeper into a direct experience of that. So would you be willing to let go of your thoughts about anything that was just said? There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to work out. In this moment, you don't need to argue with yourself or argue with the thoughts. It is not through the mind that you come to know what's true. We come to know truth through the upper chakras, down into the body, and into every cell of the body. That's when you know truth. When you feel it in every bone, when you feel it in every cell of your body, when you know absolutely nobody could ever argue you out of this. Nobody, there's just no room for doubt. You know it, and you know it, and you feel it in every cell of your body. That is total confirmation of truth when you feel it in every cell in your body. So, for instance, right now, would you be willing to scan your body lightly from head to toe and just notice what you notice about whether or not this is your truth? That what's being shared here is true for you, whether you understand it or not, whether the mind wants to argue with it or not, whether the ego's on board or not. Allow yourself to know directly, here now, in this body, through your physical sensations, what is actually your highest truth. And it can take time to register what's happening in the body. It can take like 5 to 30 seconds of just loving awareness, feeling into your body, to notice what you are sensing. And then you acknowledge that. You say hi to that. You welcome that, whatever it is. Whether it's clear, whether it's foggy, you accept it as it's first presenting to you. And then it's like you just ask again. Is everything or the core of what I've been hearing actually true for me? Actually possible for me? Is it actually true for me that I can know what's true by feeling it in my body? Yeah, so let's play with that a little differently by asserting something that is obviously not true. So, yeah, okay. So just say to yourself, my name is Aloysius. And then ask your body sense to show you whether that's true or not. Just notice what you notice. What changes when you're asking confirmation of something that's obviously not true? My name is Aloysius. See, what's happening here is you're beginning to learn the language of your body. Because you notice what was different between this is true for me, I can know the truth in my body directly, tangibly, and how that felt as you scan through your body. Yeah, just check that out again now. Versus taking into your body the untruth, my name is Aloysius. Take that into your body, ask your body to confirm that, and notice how it responds. Good. Let's play with it a little differently now. This one's going to be a little more open-ended. It may be true, it may not be true. It's going to be very personal to each one of us. So take into your body and ask for confirmation, I am healthy. Notice through the various sensations in your body how your body responds to I am healthy. There might be parts of your body that are calling for more attention, and parts of your body you're not very aware of or not feeling much from. That's good to notice. There's information there about your health. It's not just a yes or no confirmation. The body holds all the information you need to live a completely happy, high-functioning, effortless life. As infinite divine being, you are omniscient. You are all-knowing. And when you receive that as sensations in the body, it's the best confirmation possible. You can receive it as thoughts, you can receive it as emotions, you can receive it as high spiritual energy, and that's all well and good. That can all be useful. But when you receive it all the way down into your body and into every cell in your body, you know what you know. So let's get a little more specific with health. Just allow to come to mind or sense it through the physical sensations. Is there some part of your body, some part of your physical health that's been uncomfortable, that maybe would be benefited by a doctor or a dentist or some health practitioner? And then just, yeah, take that more deeply into the body. Like, I need to get this checked out further. And notice how your body responds to that. So, for instance, for me, I have this persistent pain in my left flank. And so I focused on that and said, I need to get this checked out further. And almost immediately, it was just an absolutely clear no. This is not a physical issue. And I've had MRIs and CAT scans and all kinds of different tests through the years, and all of them have come up clean. So it makes sense in some way, but this is a spiritual issue. It's where my last main primary veil of forgetting is anchored in my body. And the pain's not going to go away until it's time for that final veil to release. So taking it into the body freshly, though, in this moment, it confirmed that once again. No, I don't need to get this checked out. And I could feel that. I could feel it even now. I could feel it throughout my body that no, I don't need to get this checked out is true. It's true for me. It's true for me right now. And that's one of the reasons the body sensations are so trustworthy, because they are always now. And the truth is always now. So like I could do the same thing tomorrow and get, yes, something's changed. Go get this checked out again. The answers, the experience of truth is always now, and the body is always only here now. Now you can project memories of the body onto the body. If I asked this pain in my side while projecting 30 years of pain, 30 years of memories of pain onto it, I wouldn't get a clear response. I would get a distorted response because of all those memories, filtering, distorting what the body knows in this moment. You have to let go of the memory. You're not asking your memories, you're not asking your mind or emotions, you're asking the body. And that can release emotions, that can release thoughts. You welcome those, you acknowledge those, but then go back to the body. Okay, let's clear the playing field here. Just bring in a lot of cleansing, love, light, and truth. Help your systems reset to neutral, to open, to clear. Looks like you're ready to expand more, so expanding your energy fields, filling in with more love, light, and truth. Yeah, beautiful. You're continuing to expand, continuing to fill in with more of your infinite divine being. More of you is descending into this life, into this body. That is what actually frees you to become more alive, to enjoy life more, by being here more, having more of your being here, present, now. Excellent. There's a lot of releases happening within your energy system. Whatever does not match this higher vibration that's descending into you just starts burning away. You might feel it as heat being released. You might feel it as feeling colder than usual. There's a lot of old baggage just burning away right now. More of you wants to be here. Supporting you, loving you, guiding you, healing you, expanding you even more, giving you more clarity, helping you to tangibly know the truth, the love, the light in every cell of the body. Would you be willing to allow every one of your cellular memories to be upgraded, updated, lifted in vibration, cleared to be resonant with the highest truth? Would you be willing to let go of any and all precious memories you've been attached to, believing somehow they would one day bring you happiness, but have actually been dragging you down, keeping you confused? Clear, 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 clearing away those old cellular memories that are no longer useful, no longer helpful. This is allowing you to lift in vibration even more as these lower vibrational influences fall away. As your cellular memories, as that part of your cell that holds on to imprints becomes more refined, higher vibrational, you become even more sensitive to feeling and knowing the truth through every cell in your body. So we're upgrading your ability to feel and know the truth tangibly, in the moment, in every moment, more and more and more. Yeah, what would it be like to allow yourself to fully, truly know and feel the truth moment to moment in every cell of your body, to feel the aliveness, the ever increasing aliveness and flow this allows, the enjoyment this opens you to. Oh, that's a big one. Expand, 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 expand. Your capacity for joy is expanding, expanding. Its ability to register within every cell of your body, expanding, expanding. See, as you clear out the cellular memories of sadness, depression, frustration, anger, it makes room for the higher vibrational joy, peace, acceptance, and love. Yeah. Just receive. Be who and what you truly are. This has initiated a process that will continue to unfold and manifest throughout your energy system over the next several days, weeks, months, and beyond. So the guides just checked and noted that each one of you has consciously mastered this in one of your other lifetimes. This knowing of your highest truth immediately, deeply through the sensations of your body, grounded in the sensations of your body. So would you be willing to open to and receive a download from the lifetime or lifetimes where you already mastered this? Yeah, that connection's open, that connection's flowing into you now. Making adjustments in your system to receive this even more completely. Accelerating your growth, your remembering here in this lifetime. Reclaiming this gift as yours. That's opening your heart now. The more you receive this, your heart just is naturally opening more, overflowing. The love is overflowing like a fountain. This opens your heart to be able to know the truth in every cell of your body and to know that you know the truth. Dissolves fear, dissolves feeling you need to protect yourself. And your heart just opens and overflows in this fearless courageousness that knowing your truth tangibly allows you to experience. Okay, good. Integrating the energies now, pulling you into pure being. The neutrality of pure being just helps you to integrate all that you experienced today. You're invited to scan through your physical body freshly in this moment, which is also very grounding. This session is complete. Thanks for playing along. Infinite blessings.